need to be quite so high. All right. Hey, Carrie. Did a lot of changes again, so I'm kind of not quite sure if that's a good height now. Let's see. That looks like it should work. Hey, Miss Mercille. We're sitting at a different angle. Usually we're over here, but everything got moved, so it's kind of a little bit different of what's going on here. So I'll give it, I see we have 12 people already. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. You have a new view now. You can see behind me a different view that goes into the kitchen that is not walkable right now. So I'll be looking over here a lot because this is where the computer that's usually when I'm facing you on the other side, that's the computer I'm usually looking at. This is the computer. This one is our point of sale one. So without further ado, I'm going to dive in. Got a bunch of different things tonight. I was only able to find one silver plated tray that just came in today, so I did grab that. If you're new to our show, super easy. All you do is you say sold and which item, and then the item is yours. If you need us to ship it and we've not shipped to you before, please just direct message us. Hello, Kathy. Just message us your zip code so I know where to send the where we're shipping it to. Hello, Miss Christina Herring. So it's super easy. You just say sold and the item, and then if we need to ship to you, you just direct message us at the end or during the thing. Just send me. Well, it's easier if you can send me a message after the show or during the show with your zip code, so I can message back to you and I send you a PayPal invoice with the shipping included. You can either pay the PayPal invoice or feel free to call into our shop, and we have a bank card machine here, a credit card machine where it's hardwired in. So we do not want you sending us any of your private credit card information. Hello, Ms. Pock. I want you to call it in during business hours if you're using a credit card, and we enter the numbers, we don't write them down, and then that's it. So if you keep buying from us that way, you always have to call it in and pay. Otherwise, PayPal, and you can actually, you don't have to have a PayPal account anymore. You can sign in as a guest. So that's it, simple as easy as that. Just direct message us your zip code and the item's yours, and just say sold and which item. There can be a lag as much as 10 seconds to almost a minute. That's a Facebook issue. If there is what we perceive as a tie, if I see two people on here, I'll say who I see first, and then we'll do majority rules if everybody else, kind of pretty much confirms that that person was the one they saw as well as being first. You're always gonna, hey Jackie, you're always gonna see yourself first because you're entering it on whatever device you're using. So you're always gonna see yourself as first, even if you were not the first one to do so, because it's entering right away, but it doesn't mean it's gone through the Facebook Ethernet. So we're gonna get started. I have a bunch of different things. So what I do is you'll hear me say vendor, they each have a different name for their booths. So I'll say, like, we have a new vendor, and she goes by Mia's Treasures, and her tags are Mia, because that's what she's actually Maria, but her brother, when they were little, couldn't say Maria, so he called her Mia. So she's our newest vendor, and I tell you the price includes the discounts on it. So tonight we have this nice little Eeyore, and he is Pooh and Friends, made in Thailand, and he's a matte finish by Schmidt, and he is $9.60, and he has a little friend on the top of him. Oh, bother. And he's just $9.60. So if you wanted that, you just say sold Eeyore. So, and it's going to be a little different because, like I said, the whole setup is a little new this week because we're doing so many changes. So I'm a little confounded as to where's what's what. All right, this is for our vendor Good to Go. It is a nice avocado, like a dark khaki green, and then it goes into these other greens here, marked USA 76 planter. I don't see any chips or anything. Doesn't look like it was used. I don't see any lime stains, and that is just $12.80. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of liming on side, so, but no chips or anything. So that's $12.80 for that one. Now we have from our vendor Betty's Treasures. These are newer, but they're not marked. They are jadeite, super clean, salt and pepper shaker. They're the larger ones, and these are $16. And they are the jadeite glass. I don't have any maker's marks on them. They're the nice stovetop size, like the Hoosier size, and you can see the tops are... No, the shipping is not included in the price. Sorry, we can't afford to do that. So we do actually do actual shipping. So this is nice, $16 for the jadeite salt and pepper shaker. We have a lot of the people that are on this are also local. So if you're within the Andover, New Jersey area, we do hold the things and you can pick up that way. This is a nice little vintage made in Italy leaf bowl. And this is embossed. You're welcome, Christine. And it is just $4.90. She has as is. Peggy does as is on a lot. This is from Belmont Farmhouse. A couple little flea bites on the tips, but other than that, it's in really good shape. And you can see how defined the leaves are on the inside and out. And that's just $4.90. She is our 30% vendor. These just came in today from our vendor, Reheart with Love. Wait, is that right? Hold on, I'm sorry. Relove with Heart. Relove with Heart, sorry. There's a pair of these. They're the little cherub riding the fish with the crystal candle holders on the marble base, fine marble base made in Italy. And the pair of these are $32, so it's just $16 each. And they do have some substantial weight. I'm not seeing any missing crystals. They have a nice patina on them, and they are on the marble base, and you can see it has the Made in Italy on there. Okay, we have this, let's see if I can read this vendor code, not able to read anything on the bottom. A nice silver plated pitcher that has got a lot of patina on it. I'm not sure how well this would clean up. And it's a water pitcher. And this is from Rick's Treasures, and this is just $4.80. Okay, so that's for the pair of the candle stands, Jackie. So we have you for those angels. Did you get did you get the other set as well? I know somebody bought those. So I'll get those for you. Good grab on those. Like I said, they just came in, and at, you know, $32 for the pair. That is a good deal. All right, so I have you for the candles for Jackie. So again, we have this nice, it's got great patina on it, silver plated, nice water pitcher for just $4.80. And that is from Rick's Treasures. There. Let's see. All right. I have this cute little it's brass and copper, and it's just, it is older. You can see the copper and the shiny brass. This is from our vendor that gets all that brass and copper super shiny. It's a cute little scuttle for $16. You can see the handle goes down, so you put like a nice little succulent or a plant in there, or just leave it as is. They make great little display pieces, and that's just $16 from Burning Sensation Antiques. I have the picture from Miss Pock. I did the math. All right, so I have you for that. It's funny, I put it down on the floor, actually right near the spelling thing that you asked me about earlier. So you're starting your pile over here. I have this nice old ice pick for $12 from Burning Sensation Antiques. It's Crystal Ice and Coal Company, and phone is Somerville 988. So I'm not sure if that's Somerville, New Jersey. So that's $12 for the local advertising piece. All right, this is the only silver plated tray I was able to find. This is marked, it's a William Rogers, and it's an interesting shape, and it is $9.60 from Rick's Treasures, and it is kind of almost a square, and it is, it's 12 by 12. Ah! All right, so this is just $9.60 for the silver plated William Rogers tray. All right, so now this is newer. It is marked, it's made in Mexico. It's just a cute little, it's enamelware. It's got these cute little flowers on it. This is from our vendor, Jazzy Junk, for just $3.20. It's in really good condition. I thought it was just cute for like a little bathroom or just a little shelf sitter, and that's just $3.20 for the cute little enamel cup. I have the silver tray for Mr. Latau. who was just in here right before I closed. Start your pile, Joe. That was what the phone call was about. They were looking for silver trays, so you got the one that I was called about. Hello, Missy Bodina. Okay, this is from our vendor, Mia's Treasures. This is a nice avocado green imperial glass daisy and button compote, 7 inches tall, and that is $19.20. And that is the avocado green. It's got the nice ruffle shape and the beautiful glass there with the seams. I'm not feeling any condition issues on it. And that is the avocado green for $19.20 from Mia's Treasures. Now I have a little more silver plated. I have these candle holders. Not sure how well they'll clean up. And for the pair of these are 21, and she says they're Sheridan. So somewhere on the bottom of these, they are marked Sheridan. Well, maybe not there. No. All right, so we have these coal candle taper holders for 21 for the pair. Not so sure, like I said, how well they will clean up. Right now they got a lot of patina on them, a lot of tarnish going on there. I'm not feeling anything out of the ordinary. That would indicate that they would be a difficult cleanup, and that's 21 for the pair on that. All right, I have the candle holders from Miss Mercio. Here's my tape measure. It's about 5 inches in diameter. I have this nice little flower frog from our vendor. 16 holes from Belmont Farmhouse as well. $6.30. It's a flattish one, so it should fit into quite a few bowls without being too large. And that's just $6.30. I'm not feeling any chips or any condition issues with this one. So 16 hole, 5 inch diameter, clear glass flower frog for $6.30. Okay, this is also from our vendor Mia's Treasures. This is a West German Hummel, a famous painting here. It's the Heavenly Protection. It's 8 3/4 inches tall, and this is $48. Okay, I have Lynn Rose for the flower frog. And there's like a mark here where the sticker was, because the Hummels used to put all the, whatever the name of the one was on it, and this one is the Heavenly Protection. So it would have had that little sticker on there at one point. That is no longer there. All right, so I have Lynn Rose for the flower frog. All right, from our vendor Rick's Treasures, just in today, it is a $4.80 vintage eagle etched glass pourer. I would say from like the 1970s, early 80s. It does have eagles all around it. Has the plastic top. Oh, you know what this was? This was a log cabin syrup dispenser. It has a little log cabin. So this was probably one of the bicentennial ones that they did back then when everybody was into the colonial American and they were putting eagles on everything. So this is a nice, clean Lincoln log cabin syrup dispenser for just $4.80. You can see it's got a good size to it, a good height, and the little plastic dispenser lid. All right, I have the box for the syrup. And I grabbed this nice old piece of glass. This is a nice antique. It is missing the lid. It is an old biscuit jar. And this is Victorian Wavecrest biscuit jar, floral handle with no lid. And this is from our vendor Redreamable for $36. So, not quite sure if this is plated and can be cleaned up. Other than missing the lid, I'm not seeing any other condition issues on the piece. That's nice. It's very like transparent, the glass, when you hold it up. So that's kind of nice. So you can see if there's any damage. So this is a wave crest and just no lid, and it's just $36. That's a nice antique piece of glass there. Ooh, forgot I've got stuff on the floor too. I'm still here. I'm just getting more stuff together. I know it's a weird angle now. It's all different. I have Miss Kerner for the jar. That is a very good deal on an antique piece. Like I said, just missing the lid. If it had the lid, it would be well over $100. All right. I have also from Redeemable, it's newer. It's one of those little birdcage candle type holders. Has a little hook on it. This guy is $9.60, small black wire, 7 inches tall, 5 inches wide. So you put a little candle in there, flowers, whatever you like to do. And that guy is $9.60 for, it's kind of like beehive shape. So that's very cute. Don't forget, you can always paint things. If you don't like the way they look, you can always paint them. Which I actually bought a display piece from one of my vendors today that I'm going to be taking home tonight and painting it. Now this is from our vendor. I am just Relove with Heart. I don't know why I'm having that block tonight. It's a super dustless, 95% pure chalk crayons, empty chalk box for $12. It is a tin. Now I'm going to say this, and it's got rust on the bottom and that. This is 1930s, 40s. Super, it's not just dustless, it's super dustless. This is from our vendor, Lazy Q Ranch, and this is $10.40 for the Pier 1 Italian. It's like a mustard color ceramic vase, and it has like these indents in that. It looks like it was like handmade the way it's done. It is glazed inside and outside, so it is quite usable, and it is 7.5 inches tall. And that's a nice Pier 1 import piece there, made in Italy. A little bit wonky because I think it is hand thrown. Let me move this stuff over so we can start bringing up some more stuff. And I don't get confused with what I haven't done yet. Okay. Also from our vendor, Lazy Q Ranch, there is no lid or anything on this. It's just a straight up glass pitcher, also $10.40. It's got a good weight to it. I could not find any maker's mark on it. So much. It's just glass. It's not crystal or anything. How much was the vase? It was $10.40. Same price as this guy. So $10.40 for the vase, $10.40 for the glass pitcher. If you want that, Cynthia, we will put that with your items from last week. So just let me know on that. Put that there for a minute. I'm not used to having this much counter space, so for the people that are local, when you come in, it's changed quite a bit. You got it, Cynthia. I have you for the Pier 1 vase. Okay. This is from our vendor Good to Go. He just recently marked it down from $25 to $20, and then you get the 20% off the red price. So this would be $16. So wood handle. It's got a nice patina on it, brass bell with like the lead. I know the word for it. The little clapper. So it's got like a heavier lead. It's like all a bunch of different materials. You have like a brass finish here. You have the wood handle. There's some kind of metal up here, and the little clapper. And this one is $16 for the school bell, the desk school bell. And it's in good condition. I have a couple other ones in here. They're not in such good shape. All right, this is a miscellaneous jar of, well, it's a Italian little jar. It's got like beehive and flowers on it on here, so you might want to empty out whatever's in it. It's just $3. There's game pieces in here. Yeah, I got the vase to Cynthia. There's a whole bunch of, hello Don, the 1996 card game in here. But the jar itself with the stuff in it, and there's little wood game pieces and stuff in here. And I see one die, and that's just $3. I have the box for the jar. Okay, put that in your pile. All right. So let me do the stuff on the floor. Couldn't find a lot of silver plated trays, but we do have some cute aluminum ones. I found this one, and this is from Jazzy Junk, and the price is right. It's $8. It's a little bouquet of tulips this way, and it's that hammered aluminum, and it's actually marked on the back. You can kind of see part of the lettering on the back of it. It's got these pretty floral handles. It's a nice light weight, but it is durable, so you can put stuff on it. It's not gonna, you know, waffle under the weight of stuff, and the handles are on there very well, so you can actually, it's usable as well. And that one is just $8 for the nice hammered aluminum floral tray, and that is from Jazzy Junk. So if you're watching this afterwards, I need you to direct message us and say which vendor you saw the item in. Now this guy looks like it's been outside for a bit. It's a nice, it's missing one holder here. It's $14. It's from our vendor, the Hip Chick. It is wrought iron. It's got some weight to it. It's a little bit rusty. And like I said, it is missing one of the holders, so it's just 4 pieces on the candelabra now, and it is very rustic. So, and that is from the Hip Chick. Okay, I have a drawer, and the drawer has slots, and it actually has a little hanger on the back of it as well. So it's a nice little shadow shelf, and it is shadow box. 18 inches wide by 6 3/4 inches long by 2 inches deep, and it is just $10.50 for the vintage printers tray jar tray. The other tray, the aluminum tray, is shippable, and it is, let's see, 16.5 inches on this one by 11.25 inches, and that one is just $8. And then we have this nice printer's tray for just $10.50. All right. And this guy is 18 by 6 3/4 by 2 inches deep. So you can hang it this way. They put the eye hooks on it for that already, or you can hang it this way as well. So whichever way you want to hang it. And it still has the little knob on it, and that's just $10.50 for that tray. All right, I have the tray, the aluminum tray for Miss Merciel. Driving me crazy. All right. All right, I have a nice piece of uranium glass. It does have some, it's a satin uranium. It does have some scratches on it, which we tried, I could not get off. This is $28, 8 inches tall, Fenton custard glass ruffled vase. And it is uranium glass, so with the black light, it does glow very well. Sorry, I've got to get used to this new configuration of what you guys can sell. So you can see this does glow nicely. And this one is $28. There are some scratches on the surface. There are no chips or cracks or breaks. So there are some ways online that tell you how to get that off of there without damaging the glass. I don't want to do that because I don't want to risk damaging it. That's just $28 for that. Oops. Okay. All right, so it's just on. Okay. I have this tray that just came in. It does have a little bit of rust and some issues as far as just a little bit of, you know, rust. $4.80 from Rick's Thrifty Rick, and this is just $4.80 on the Land O'Lakes tray. And it's got the classic Maiden on it, the Land O'Lakes Maiden on there still. So it has like a spot here where somebody tried to wash it a little bit more, just a couple little spots, but that's just $4.80, and it does have some rust on the back. I have the tray, which one? I'm going to assume it's the Land O'Lakes tray, because I had that other tray up, the printer's tray. You got it. All right, so I have Charlene for that tin that tray that just came up. All right. I have from our vendor Pickin' Wildflowers, some wildflowers on this nice teapot. Pioneer Woman Country Garden Teapot. It holds up to 23 ounces, and that's $17.60. It's like a tight little, doesn't go through to this side. It looks like it's a manufacturing flaw. Right here, there's like a little hairline kind of thing. And that is the Pioneer Woman. Doesn't go through to the other side, so, and it's very tight. I know that happens sometimes. It does have the lid, and that is $17.60. I have from Auntie's Attic this patented Bo Peep USA Shawnee Little Bo Peep. She's 8 1/4 inches tall pitcher, and she is $19.20, and she is in excellent condition, as you can see. I don't have any chips, cracks, or breaks. Her coloring is fantastic. There's no crazing lines. There's no staining inside. She is marked on the bottom with the Bo Peep, and she is just $19.20, and that is from Auntie's Attic. Okay, we have from the Pennsylvania Amish Raven Black and Eastman's empty tin. This is from Pennsylvania Amish Company. Melt in your mouth, and it's got all the things on there. It is 6 1/2 inches, is $9.60. It has their little hex signs all over it, and that's a nice little folk art. And that's $9.60 from Vintage Crush. From our vendor Andover Junction is a collectible bottle. These are from the TWD. I know what that is though. Something Daughters. It's a greenish bottle. It is marked, it's not marked on the bottom. It's Franklin on the front with a ship. The back has an eagle with TWD. It's from the 1970s, and she's got it as a blue bottle. To me, it's green. And that is $7.20. And it's a larger bottle. It's not DART, it's TWD on this one. I didn't say Daughters of American Revolution. And this is about 9 inches tall. All right. This one's a little chippy. Okay. This one's got some chipping on the bottom and a couple little tiny chips here. This is $8 for a 3-inch 11-hole glass frog. You can see this one is a little bit thicker than the last one that sold. So you can see the lines. Now, a lot of people like to do with these is use them for their paint brushes as well as pen holders on your counter, your desk. It holds quite a bit of pens. You're going to get 11 holders on this one, and this is just $8. And that one, like I said, has a few little chips on it, and that is from Vintage Crush. Put this down here now. Okay. Now, I have this cute little sewing box, but pay attention. Oh, neat. The lid, it doesn't close right. It doesn't stay closed. so it keeps flying open. There are some bits left in it, not the original ones in it. It's a very cute, you'd have to leave it like this, sewing kit. And that's from Auntie Zadok, and that's just $4. It's a little plastic sewing box with a label on it. And again, you kind of have to lay it flat because it's not staying closed, or just empty it out so you can display it like this and not have everything spill out of it. So that's $4 for the cute little sewing box with the mouse on it. Okay, this is also from Andover Junction. It's a cute little plain pewter shot glass stiff pewter, and it's got a little handle on it, and that's $4, and it is marked on the bottom, stiff pewter, $4 for the cute little tankard shaped shot glass, and that is pewter, and that's $4. Now from our vendor Jazzy Junk, I grabbed this cute little Fire King custard bowl for $4.80. It's like this rusty yellow and blue, and that's just a single, and it is the older Fire King mark on the bottom, and that's just a single for $4.80. From our vendor Betty's Treasures, I have this nice blue Weller double cornucopia vase, signed Weller with a K, and that is, okay, I have the little shot glass to Miss Walter, 34 times 0.8, 27.20, and I'll get back to that in a moment. Let me just mark that little tankard shot glass there for Kim. It's cute. All right, so I have this nice little, it's in really good shape too. I didn't see any condition issues on it. There's no crazing or any issues with the finish. It's nice and clean inside. We can see the Weller. Okay, from the 1800s. All right, well, yeah, those are little repro ones of those. So you can see the Weller mark on the bottom. It's this beautiful bluish green. It's a beautiful blue with these little dogwoods on it, and that is $27.20. I have that from Miss Merciel. This is going to look beautiful with your other piece that you got from us. It's a nice one. I can't, the condition, I'm so used to, like, we have some Roseville and stuff, and a lot of that stuff has the crazing with the staining in it. This one looks like it sat in a case and never was taken out and used. Make sure I grabbed everything else here. All right, we're getting near the end. Well, you can use it for the flowers. I have some pieces of pottery that are like that. I just don't put anything in them. I just kind of have them in a case by themselves. All right, so guess who we've got? We're gonna let them out. We got Prince Albert in a can for $4. In really nice shape too. It's got a little bit of rust on the top and the bottom. There's his name, Prince Albert there. $4. This is from our Thrifty Rick. It's in really nice condition. This is one of the must-haves if you collect vintage and tins and stuff. You have to have your Prince Albert in a can. This is the cigarette tobacco. And he is just $4 for the nice Prince Albert in a can. Although there's nothing in there now, so he must have been let out. Okay, I don't know what this is, but it looked interesting. I have Miss Lynn Rose for the tobacco tin. Yeah, there's flowers on the front of it. They're like dogwoods, kind of the pink dogwoods. I'm going to put Lynn's name on the Prince Albert. Put that with your flower frog. Is that who had that? Yes. All right. I don't know what it is. It's on the tag, but it is a crescent wire pulling tool from Jamestown, New Jersey for $16. Not quite sure how it works. It just looked cool, so I grabbed it. So here's got like these little clips and all these things on it, and I don't know if you're looking for a crescent tool. We have one made in New York. I was going to say it's not New Jersey. It's New York, Jamestown, New York, from Long Island. So I'm going to fix his J and make it a Y. I don't think there was a Jamestown in New Jersey. All right. So the crescent from Jamestown, New York, which is out in Long Island. We are getting close to the end here, folks. Notice you don't hear things falling and crashing. It's much better back here. I just have to get used to things the way that they're set up now. I have this nice 5x7 frame by Dennis East for $6.40. There is no easel on the back, so I guess you would kind of lean it up at this point, which is why I think she has it for $6.40. So non-easel frame, $6.40. It's like metal and has these pretty ivies and stuff, and I guess you could kind of hang it. I didn't realize that when I grabbed it, that it was missing its easel. Guess that's why it's been leaning up. Okay, another classic tin is the Louise Sherry tin. Louise Sherry tin, 2.5 by 4 by 6, $9.60 from our vendor, Auntie's Attic. It has that traditional pink and the violets, and it held 1 pound at one time by Canco. And it's like that pinkish purplish. Has some fade on the top, but not much, and you can see the flowers just perfectly. And I know that I remember my aunt had one of these, and it was filled with all of her bobby pins. I know everybody knows somebody that had one of these when they were growing up, or they had their own and had buttons and hairpins, whatever else in it. But yeah, plate rack would work as well. So I grabbed this nice book of A Natural History of American Birds of Eastern and Central North America, and it is a nice big book from our vendor. It's from 1955, and this is from our vendor Vintage Crush, and it's just $8, and it does have, you can see how thick it is. It's not all color plates, but it does have a bunch of color plates inside of it. It's 95 drawings by John Henry Dick, and it's by Henry Marion Hall, the book. So if you like birds, this is a really nice, handy book to have. With some nice color platelets, and then it has a whole bunch of different information in it, just filled with, you got it, Lynn. Yeah, that's a nice one there. Alrighty, that, my dear friends, will do it for tonight. That is all she wrote, right? Yeah, I can actually see everything, so that will do it for tonight. As usual, I will be back here again next Wednesday night. I will continue to post things. We're still trying to get caught up with, oops. Okay. We're still trying to get caught up with all the changes that we're doing. I will be posting more videos and stuff. I didn't get to do one last night because Donnie did not go. He didn't feel up to it to go to CAF, so I did not do a YouTube last night. But I did do some quick little shorts where I just take a bunch of things and put them together from the shop. So I will be doing more postings. We had a few vendors in today. I expect a bunch more in tomorrow. I pulled up a lot of the newer stuff that just came in today. So, and you guys seem to like that stuff. That did sell. What I did bring up that came in today sold. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all. Have a, oh, excellent, Jackie. Good night, everybody. We'll see you soon. Takes me a few more seconds to walk around now. I got a different exit. Exit, stage left.